your perfect backswing. I'm sure you've all got perfect backswings. So we're going to make our backswing. Look where the club is, in the air. Where's it got to get to? It's got to get back down to the ground. So in the downswing, there has to be some movement of your arm relative to your body. So from here, the arms have to go back down. In the backswing, your arms lift relative to your torso. They do it every goal swing. Even if you think you've got a flatter goal swing, the arms are lifting. So in the downswing, they have to do the opposite. They have to drop. So the first thing I'd love you to do is just get a feel for that. Just appreciate what arm drop is relative to your torso. So you can take a setup, you can make your backswing, take your trail hand off, and just let the club drop to the ground. Now, for those of you who thin the ball, for those of you who top the ball, those shots come when your club doesn't make contact with the ground at all. So even this is going to be different because you're appreciating that your club has got to go down. That's the first part of this little puzzle, appreciating that you can allow the arms to travel down towards the ground, and you should allow the arms to travel down towards the ground. So that's nowhere near where it needs to be. It's on the ground and it's making contact with the ground, but it's nowhere near where it needs to be because that's only the first part of this. We need to introduce some of the movements that are going to help. So the second thing that I want you to feel and sense, which is going to help that contact move from here closer to where we want it to be, is some lateral shift in the downswing. So you can see where I'm making contact with the ground here. That's where my club was landing. So just watch what happens if I do the same thing. I work the club down with my arm, but I start to add some shift. Well, now you can see that I'm contacting the ground pretty heavily, but it's now here. It's not exactly where it needs to be, but it's closer. So what we're almost doing here is almost layering up. We're adding movements which help us get to where we want to get to. And if you go through this process, you're going to start to see where you're missing that element. Which one are you missing in your goal swing? And it's really powerful because you start to not only hit it better, but you start to learn more about your own goal swing. So by having some shift towards the target and swinging my arm down, I land the club closer to where I want to. Nowhere near where it needs to be, but it's closer. So what is the third thing that you need to add in? Well, some rotation. Some rotation through your legs, your hips, and your torso. And what we're now going to get is we're going to get that contact point moving target side of the line. So I'm going to set myself up here, just inside that golf ball. Club is on the line. I'm going to go backswing. I'm going to go shift. Arm swings down, but as my arm is swinging down, I'm going to add some rotation. And when I rotate,